Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective oracle and affirmations for today. Today is Saturday, February 14th, 2026. You may follow me on the talk, the tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates. It all might resonate. It's affirmations. We're going to use the Sacred Creators Oracle by Chris Ann. One on the table, 3 on the table. Four on the table. Let's do 2 more shuffles. I feel like God's telling me today because all the cards are different colors. It's like, I'm going to show you, bitch, color coding my cards. I literally just, how do I explain that? I literally saw in my mind's eye him smirk. But I could feel it. Last shuffle. He didn't laugh. He didn't make a sound, but he kind of like went. Oh, that's interesting, though. I'm gonna point that out. You bet I'm gonna point that out. The first card and the last card are white cards. That's interesting. With a lighter card in the center. I have a thing for patterns. What can I say? Patterns. We got Creator Earth. Could be an earth element, which would be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, in that order. You got your past supports your future, right? We've talked about that before. It's okay to think about the past. It's okay to revisit the past. It's okay to learn new things from the past. Just don't sit there. Just don't stay there. You're in the now. Be in the now. Look towards the future, but live in the now. Use the past as an example, as a reference, right? We know this. Get back to elemental. Elemental. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't know where that came from. I was picturing Soul Train. I've used that as a reference before in a reading a long time ago, I think. But I was picturing Soul Train. If you never watched Soul Train, I feel sorry for you. I was a little kid when Soul Train was on TV, but I remember my mom used to watch it every now and again, because she was like into disco and that kind of stuff. I used to love it. I used to love to watch people dance. You know what's funny is I don't really like to dance myself because I feel like awkward. And I don't know if that was because I was always a big girl or if that's just because I felt like I didn't know how to dance, maybe both. But I love to watch people dance. I don't know. Soul Train. Anyway, get back to elemental. Yeah, take care of yourself. Do you. Don't forget to take me time, whatever that is for you. If it's involves self-care, self-care could be anything. Self-care could be getting your hair done, taking a shower, reading a book. Self-care could be eating a donut, going for a walk, taking a nap with your pet. Like self-care can literally be anything. Anything that makes you feel good. Get back to elemental. Something too about simple. And I don't want to get into like, oh, you spend too much money or you do too much. No, be who you are, right? Always be who you are. But something about like simple. Like like it doesn't always have to be like over the top. It doesn't have to always. It was kind of funny because I was talking to I'm going to use this as a reference because I was talking to somebody about this the other day, Actually, I think like 3 weeks ago, somebody came up to me, and I can't remember who it was. And I want to say it was my male friend, but maybe the first person, because I've had a couple people come up to me, but I can't remember if it was my male friend at work or if it was one of my female friends at work. They're both younger than me. But one of them came up to me first and said to me, I noticed that you look really good. Like you come to work and you put effort into your appearance. It was my male friend. It was my male friend because this was funny. This was funny. I was in the middle. I was like the little cream in the Oreo. It was my male friend who's gonna turn 30, I think. Very nice young man. More religious than spiritual. That's okay, right? It doesn't bother me. I always ask him how his Bible study goes. And he goes into this long thing, and I'm like, and then on the other side of me was the man I was in love with, that I work with, who is, do I dare say his age? No, I'm not going to say his age. Anyway, he made a comment to me about how I looked. And I said to him, I said, what's funny? I'm not going to say his name, but I said, what's funny is um, I kind of realized we spend like how much of our time at work, right? Like I work 5 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And then I do overtime 9 to 3 on Sundays. I said to him, how much of our lives do we spend at work? I'm 45. I started doing full-time work probably my first job. I really technically wasn't full-time. They kind of screwed me over. I was always doing like part-time, kind of full-time. So I probably didn't start doing like 40 plus hour weeks until I was like maybe 20, maybe, when I first started working for Fannie Mae Candies. Um 1920, somewhere around there. Um so you got to figure 25, 26 years of doing full time. I mean, how much of my time have I spent at work? Like, think about it. And when I was in management, when I went to Fannie Mae Candies the second time to work, and I was in management, and I was doing, 70 hours a week at the holiday, 60 hours a week because somebody called off, like, how much of my time did I spend at work? And where I work now, technically we can pretty much wear whatever we want as long as our shirt has the logo for our company. We're okay. Like, we can wear like a cover up vest. We can wear like a cover up jacket if we need to. It's okay. Like, as long as you have like the logo of the t-shirt. I can wear whatever pants I want to wear, basically. I can wear whatever shorts in the summer as long as it's not hoochie mama shorts. I can wear whatever shoes I want as long as they're closed toed. I'm not really dealing with like, vehicles and cases and stuff in the warehouse. So, um, every once in a while, if I go down to the other department, like I'm lifting cases and stuff like that, but I can pretty much wear whatever I want. And that's why I kind of went crazy this season. Like, I bought a bunch of boots, and I bought some uh turtlenecks and things like that because I can mix it in with my work shirts. And I said to him, I said, I spend what, 80% of my week, 70%. I mean, I don't know. I really don't want to do the math because it's scary. But I spend how much of my week here? And I said to him, I said, I might as well feel good about myself. And part of feeling good, not the whole thing, right? But part of feeling good about yourself is the way you look and how you present yourself. I said, and this is how I want to present myself. This is what makes me feel good. Dressing like this makes me feel good. And I said to him, it's not the same every day. Some days I come in sweats and I'm all comfy and cozy and I'm ready for the day. And other days I come in my tight pants and my little turtlenecks and I got a necklace on and I got my boots on and I'm popping, you know, whatever makes me feel good. And he was like, yeah, you're right. He's like, we do spend a lot of time here. I said, honey, don't think about that. I said, don't think about it. Anyway, sometimes I'm simple with it. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm a little more like, ooh, ooh, popping. But something about simple. Keep it simple. And obviously it doesn't have to be in reference to what I'm saying. I'm just giving that as an example. I wasted like 5 minutes on that story. Choose who you are becoming. I know it's a little difficult because sometimes we get ourselves into mindsets like, this is what I'm going to do, this is where I'm going to go. And then maybe you go in that direction and you do a whole 180. That's fine. That's what life is about. I mean, the average person lives, what is it, like 70 something years? You become an adult at 18, even though, I mean, technically, really, you don't. Let's just be honest. Think about the age of 18 to, we'll say, 75. How many times in those decades do you think you're going to change direction in life? How many times did I change direction in life? And we're not just talking career, we're talking relationships, friends, family, lovers, right? We're talking homes. Like, have you moved? Did you move out of state? Did you come back home? Like, did you live in a trailer? Did you live in a house? Did you live in your car? Were you poor? Were you rich? Did you have money? Did you owe taxes? Did they owe you taxes? Like, think about all the different scenarios that you've been through in your life, all the different directions you've gone in, all the different paths you've walked. It's okay to change. It's okay to grow and heal and change and do the 180. If you need to do the 180, do the 180. It's perfectly fine to go in a different direction. There's nothing wrong with that. That's all a part of the human experience. When you learn things and it helps you grow mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, sexually, all that jazz, it changes your outlook on everything. Like, it literally can change your outlook on everything. When readers talk about upgrades and spiritual upgrades and you're going through this and it's going to change this, that, and the other, that's really not a joke. Like, you could literally feel as though you're going through some spiritual upgrade, some kind of upgrade, right? Some kind of enlightenment, some kind of epiphany moment. And at the end of that moment, your whole world can change. Your whole mindset could change on what you have envisioned for yourself. And that's okay. That is perfectly okay. Why do you think you see like 60-year-olds, 70-year-olds, 80-year-olds going back to college to get degrees? Think about it. Think about it. I love the 180. I think the 180 is awesome. Bottom of the deck, soul on fire. I kind of feel like our souls should always be on fire, right? And that's like, what is that, a metaphor? What is that? A simile? It's not a simile. It's a metaphor, right? Soul on fire. Shouldn't your soul always be on fire? Shouldn't you always be passionate for something or someone? Always? You should always be passionate for yourself and your own journey, first and foremost. But seriously, soul on fire. Okay, why am I hearing the song Sex on Fire? I can't remember who sings that. I have them on my playlist. I know I do. I mean, I have like a million artists on my playlist. I know I have them on there. I can't remember their name. The Sex on Fire. Ooh, your sex is on fire. I remember the first time I heard that song. I think it was on the radio, and I did like a double take. I'm like, what? Wait, what? Are we really talking about this? Are children gonna hear this? All right. Enough of that. I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonates for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I hope you all have a wonderful Saturday. Just a reminder for you guys, tomorrow is Sunday. I am off on Sunday. I will do affirmations. I actually got all the cards ready for this morning's affirmations. I'm going to get all the cards ready for collectives for the day. And I'm going to do the same thing for affirmations in the morning. I might throw in like a small little collective in the morning, maybe. I might. But then in the evening after work, I'm probably not going to do readings unless for some reason, like I feel the call or if I feel the need, right? If I feel the pull, the pull, the pull, the pull. There we go. That sounds better. The pull. So just a reminder for you guys. But I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.